Here. All right, so let's do gout again. Hopefully it doesn't kick us off this time. This is like our fourth time doing gout. So guys, gout is a buildup of uric acid in the body. And this uric acid actually crystallizes and starts affecting our joints by kind of crowding them with too much buildup of this crystallized, hard uric acid. Now, what the heck is uric acid? Let's do that. So mainly, uric acid is a breakdown of purine type of foods. Purine type of foods are just meats and fish. Purine is just a compound, is just a compound that's found in meat, fishes, fats, mainly like wine, liver, kidney beans, different types of fish, different types of meats. And if we eat too many of these things, your body has a hard time disposing of too many purine type of foods. This uric acid builds up in the body, and if your body, let's just say, can't filter that out because you have kidney problems, or let's say you have very syrupy blood like diabetes, or you're just an old person and you cannot filter through your kidneys like you used to because your glomerular filtration rate is in the dumps, and those washer machines in the body, your kidneys, they can't filter your blood like they used to. So you start getting the buildup of this uric acid from the breakdown of purine. And grandma will always say, the body just doesn't work like it used to in my day, right? When I was a kid, I used to eat whatever I wanted. But now, I have all these problems, right? So really, what the root of the cause is a filtering problem. Your kidneys can't filter all this uric acid out of the body. Or, let's just say your kidneys are doing perfectly fine. Maybe you're just eating way too many meats and fish and fats, and you have a buildup of this purine, and these purine foods are creating too much uric acid that is residing in your joints, causing this crystallization, causing more pain, a lot of stiffness, and more of like a burning, sharp, stabbing pain for your patients. So one thing that we as healthcare providers like to do is we want to educate your patients, guys. Education is key. Because, you can give them drugs like allopurinol. Let me write that down for you guys. Allopurinol. And allopurinol can decrease this uric acid. But guys, if your patient is still eating these purine-rich foods like meat, fish, and fats, and having a lot of wine, having a lot of liver, having the sausage dia, and having too many of this purine-rich foods, and your kidneys are shot, they're going to still have this problem. So you, the nurse, need to educate your patients about eating these types of foods and kind of monitoring the dosages of these types of foods. You don't want to have them go to Oktoberfest with all the Germans and eat the German sausage and have all the meats, right? Or eat too many fish, or eat just way too much fish, causing a buildup of purine, leading to all this uric acid buildup. Because you can increase the dose of allopurinol to try to break down this uric acid, but really the root of the problem is either having too much of these purine-rich foods or having a compromised excretion of uric acid, causing this buildup of uric acid. So let's get to the root of the problem. Teach your patient to watch out and decrease their meat, fish, and fats to cause a decrease in purine foods, to cause a decrease in the amount of purine that breaks down into uric acid, okay? Because our main goal here is to decrease this inflammation, decrease the pain of the joints themselves. So you can have patients on also diuretics, and diuretics, what do diuretics do? Diuretics bring down the fluid in the body, right? Bring down how much dilution is in the bloodstream. So everything in your body becomes very thick, right? Everything in the bloodstream becomes very thick. All your laboratory values go up because you have way too much sugar in your Kool-Aid, right? Everything becomes more sweeter, more concentrated. So your uric acid will become more concentrated if your patient is on diuretics. And think about it. When was the last time you had a elderly person in the hospital who wasn't on a diuretic? Usually, let's say like 80% of our elderly population is having trouble with their heart. So we're trying to bring down that workload. We're going to put them on diuretics, which can indirectly cause hemoconcentration, which raises all the other blood lab values, like uric acid, causing an exacerbation of your gout. Some other things is if you drink too much alcohol. Now, alcohol is great for after finals. It's a great way to celebrate spring break, but alcohol will indirectly cause purine to increase in the body. This purine will break down into uric acid, causing more gout outbreak. So wine is one of those reasons as well. These high purine foods. So what do we give instead of teaching your patient? Other than allopurinol, we can give your patients things that will bring down the inflammation, like non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. Fancy words for ibuprofen or Motrin. This is going to help decrease the inflammation, but guys, it's not going to treat the cause of uric acid. Only allopurinol will treat that cause. Some other things that we can do is, let's see here, force fluids on your patient. If your patient is dehydrated, this could be a reason for uric acid buildup. But watch out, because if your patient is a congestive heart failure patient, you don't want to cause any more pressure on the heart. So if your patient's already in fluid volume overload and already has a high uric acid, just push the allopurinol, push the dietary regulations. But if your patient is hemoconcentrated from dehydration and uric acid is way up, you want to dilute that uric acid by giving them fluids. And we already talked about, let's see here, pretty much everything. So just check the uric acid values in the bloodstream with laboratory values. So other than that, you guys have learned about gout.